out there. Just a quick video. For some of you that like to cut your own wood for your fireplace and different stuff, or when you have a bad storm comes through, if you ever get a tangled up mess of tree like this, if you got a professional to come around and take care of it, let them. I'm not a professional, but I do have some experience and some common sense, and I'm telling you, this right here is under a shit ton of pressure. You got thousands of pounds of this tree binding down on these branches down here, and it's working like a giant coil spring, or not coil spring, but leaf spring. And I started cutting the end of this, and I got about halfway through and I got a bad feeling, so I quit. Because where I started cutting, where I ended up cutting, started cutting down into this crotch, and so I left it. 2 days later I come out and I find this. See that gap difference? See that? That is a good foot long crack. There's a big gap there where there wasn't a gap. For a branch that is bigger around than me, and I'm not a small guy, that is a hell of a lot of pressure. If I would have kept cutting through here and cut down, it could have split in this crotch. This branch could have come flying up through the chainsaw into my face. This could have come flying back into my leg, busted my leg, crushed my leg. If I was on this side, it could have sprung up and it could have launched me through the air into the woods. These things are no joke. You have to start at the very end and work your way back to this end, because otherwise you're going to have something like this come on unbound, pressure release when you're cutting, and you're going to get a chainsaw in the face, the gut, and you're going to get 3,000 pounds worth of tree flying into you, throwing you a mile. It's not a joke. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get this one out. I'm thinking I'm just going to leave this alone until it rots apart, because it's kind of dangerous. Because I need to get on a ladder to cut that up there, and I ain't doing that. I might whittle off on that branch and work my way back and get this branch, but I think this branch and this branch are the ones that are under tension, and that's a big branch. I might just whittle on this little maple that's down here, or maybe that oak over there, but this cherry, after seeing this after 2 days, and it's still, as I'm standing here, it has still come up more. I'm getting out of the way. that thing ain't fun. I'm going to take this small pieces lean in there and call it good. So when you're out there trying to get the subsidized heat for your house, yourself, or just the fireplace, you run into these widow makers like this, just be damn careful and try to avoid around them unless you got somebody who knows what they're doing. And at least, you know, start at the far end and cut the branches back so that the tension comes off it slowly, because you don't want that hitting you at the face at about 60 miles an hour, because that'll crush your skull. This thing will bust you in half. No joke. There's tons of pressure on that. To split, you know, a foot thick piece of wood, there's tons of pressure. Have a good day. Be safe out there.